Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. Y'all, I can't help but to laugh. Like I was laughing when I found a message that God want me to relay right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the message is they came in doing all that yelling. And like literally right before I got, got in the chair, was ready to record, I was listening to music. You know what I'm saying? That I have my settings for my wake up. That's my little wake up routine while I'm doing my facial care and stuff. The music start playing. And the song that was playing was I Stay in Love by Mariah Carey. And it was at the end where she's like, I stay in love. Oh, yeah. I stay. And, like, I'm singing along. I'm not going to say that I sound the way, saying. I was like, but anywho, it's funny. But anywho, the message, once again, they came in doing all that yelling. The scripture comes from Jeremiah 6 and 17. When I raised the watchmen for them, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. They said, we will not hearken. Therefore hear, O nations, and know, O earth, what I will do with them. See, I bring evil upon this people, the fruit of their own schemes, because they heeded not my words, because they despised my law. Oh, so here's the message, okay? For whoever this is for whoever this is for, baby, this is somebody. God said what he said, okay? He said what he said. He said what he said, and he meant what he said. And it is some kind of, like, this is somebody that is deliberately going out their way to go against what God said. He said what he said and he meant what he said. And he is saying whoever this person is or whoever these people are, group or whatever, they insist on carrying on doing the opposite of what God said they should do. And God said he sent angels, and he sent visions and messages and all kind of things to these people to let them know, to tap them on the shoulder. Hey, you're doing something wrong. There's something that you are doing that God is not happy with. And God has said that they not only did they ignore what God said, okay, not only did they ignore the word of God, they also decided that they would scream about it, and they would yell, and they would make sure that everybody know that they're doing what they think is right, and what they're doing is right, and what God said is wrong. And they want to scream, and they want to stop, and they want to yell about it. God said, therefore hear, O nations, and know, O earth, what I will do with them. See, I will bring evil upon this people, the fruit of their own schemes, because they heeded not my words, because they despised my law. So God is saying they will cause their own destruction. They will cause their own destruction. And this is I'm just being I'm being reminded of like so many things that I'm seeing right now of how people will cause their own destruction, just like someone that, God gave them a wife, God gave them a husband, but they insist on cheating. They insist on doing whatever it is that they feel like they need to do. And they're complaining, I don't have any peace, and I'm so stressed out, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. And it's kind of like they are the cause of their own headaches. They are the cause of their own problems. They do it to themselves. And I just feel like God is saying, when it's a situation like that, though, and this is somebody that they caused their own destruction. Okay, they caused it for themselves. They insisted on carrying on, and somebody's heart got broken, somebody's feelings got hurt. What happens after that, they can't blame it on anybody but themselves. And as harsh as that sounds, because sometimes situations like that can get very, baby, what God just said, very deadly. It can end very bad for the person who caused it, or it can end very bad for someone else. And it will be on their heads. It will be on their hands. It will be their fault. It's not a situation where they're going to be able to say, well, maybe if this part, no, you did that because you knew. You stood there at that altar and you said that you was going to be with that person forever and ever and nobody else. But you insisted on going out and laying with this one, laying with that one, and doing this and doing that. And you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you decided to do. You have to deal with the consequences. Regardless if the consequences is something so small as people knowing the truth about you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what that may be. That depends on what your choice was. You know what I'm saying? If it's a situation where like someone that was just cheating and they're trying to put on this show like they are a family man, a family woman, and the truth comes out that no, they weren't. They were doing all other kind of stuff, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? It could be as big as somebody being on the DL. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to act as if they wasn't like that, or they was trying to act as if they lived their life a certain way. But whoop, bang, boom, bang. Okay, the truth comes out that they really on some other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? They can get mad, they can get upset, but they can't be mad at nobody but themselves because they caused their own destruction. If they would have carried on living their life the way that God wanted them to, they wouldn't have to worry about that. It's like it's their own fault. It's their own fault that they ended up going down the path that they went down. This could be like somebody that like just living their life, even if going back on the side of the DL, you know what I'm saying? Even if this person was to carry on living their life, they decide not to get married and they want to just carry on living that DL lifestyle, eventually it's going to be obvious. Eventually it's going to be seen. What's done in the dark comes to the light. And it's once again a situation where they can't blame anybody but themselves because that's what they're doing. And I just feel like even the fact that they would want to be on a DL, even the fact that they want it to be hush hush, they don't want people to know. This is the guilt. This is God saying, when I raised up watchmen for them, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, they said, we will not hearken. So this is basically God speaking to them. God is letting them know, convicting them and letting them know that what they're doing is wrong. They can feel it in their spirit. They can feel it in their soul, but they carry on doing it. God is saying if they carry on doing it and they carry on, you know what I'm saying, just doing what they want to do, what's done in the dark shall come to the light. And it could be something so small as everybody finding out the truth about them. And it could be something so big as something happening. You know what I'm saying? And that's regardless if, with this kind of situation, that's regardless if there is somebody that gets hurt. I'm being reminded of the message that I received about someone's situation. Somebody was cheating, and God was telling me, God was sending a word, relaying a message saying that the side piece was going to get sick and tired of being a side piece and was actually going to get violent with this cheater, the person that was cheating on their wife or husband. Baby. Okay. I can't even tell them details, but I just feel like it could be something like that. Okay. And it could be somewhere it's going to end up being a nasty fight. And, in reality, like, as with that message, it's kind of like the spouse wants to be with the person they're married to, but they want to mess around with this other person on the side. And, everybody has feelings. It don't matter what you are. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman. You have feelings. Everybody has feelings. Everybody has emotions. And nobody likes being used. Especially, as confused as you must be to be, doing things that are completely against the way, like going against what you are made to do, going against what God created us to do. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get deep into that right now, but I just feel like, especially for your mind to go that far left, that, you know what I'm saying, you attracted to something you're not supposed to be attracted to, and you partake in things you're not supposed to partake in. And I just feel like you already confused. And then on top of that, the person that you are partaking in these acts with decides that they are going to have a wife or they're going to have a spouse, and it's not you, and they still want to mess with you, but they want their spouse. It can cause you to feel, some kind of way. And I just feel like that's what happened. And that's what will happen with whoever this person is. It's gonna hit the fan. And I like that. That's the like that. It's gonna hit the fan, and it could be something else. It doesn't have to be that. It could be so many other things. But I just feel like whatever it is that God is leading someone against doing, it's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna hit the fan. And you can't get mad. You can't get mad at God, okay, when it hits the fan, because, God warned you. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like for whoever this is, for whoever this is for. And this could literally just be a warning to everybody in reality, because like I said, it could be anything, regardless if it's whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it is that, you know what I'm saying, partaking in adultery, partaking in fornication, partaking in same-sex relationships, partaking in drinking, smoking, regardless if you are, you know what I'm saying, like whatever it is that you stealing or whatever it is that you're doing, God is saying he is going to send you warnings. He has sent you warnings. You won't listen. This is somebody that refuses to listen to what God is saying, and God is saying, because you refuse to listen, or you having such a hard time, or and it's a difference between somebody where you having a hard time and somebody you just not listening. Okay. And I just feel like, it's a difference. And just like a teacher, okay, that is watching students and knows what students are trying and knows what students are not. God is the end all be all. God is the Alpha and the Omega. He sees everything. So it's kind of like God knows when you are actually putting forth an effort and when you just not. And regardless if this message to you is snap my fingers, wake up, okay, go back, turn away from it. Or if this message to you is just letting you know what's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? You keep carrying on and you don't care no more. I get, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't care, God don't care. I like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's to let you know everything is going to hit the fan. And it's not going to be a situation where you can feel like there's somebody to blame. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you had opportunities, or you have ignored opportunities, or you have turned your back on opportunities to turn away from whatever this is. And regardless to what it is, but this is some kind of sin that someone is partaking in, that God is not happy with you about this sin. God say he done asked you over and over and over and over again to let go of it. And he done asked you over and over again to do what he asked you to. He has ordered you time and time again, but you keep insisting on going away from it. And it's like whoever this is for, you ignore the fact that every time you start going down this route, bad stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to if, like I said, somebody that's partaking it, they cheating. Every time they start cheating, bad stuff start happening to them. Like, regardless if it's like they start having problems in a marriage, obviously, because you have entered somebody else's energy and they aura into your equation. And obviously your spouse is going to know something is off. God knows something is off. And you start changing towards them. You may get short with them. You may be mean with them. And, just picking at them over little bitty things, picking at them over nothing, causing problems, causing your own problems, causing your own stress. Like, I just feel like this is someone that you are literally causing. You are the cause of your own problems, but you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they be having this fantasy world where they think that they the person they married to and his side piece and everything is good and everything is happy and everybody dancing around and holding hands. And no, it's not that. That's not what's going on, because now you have put your spouse, your wife, or your husband in position to where they gotta fight with somebody over you. They gotta fight for your attention. They are back in a competition that they should be freed from. As soon as you married them, the competition is over. Ain't no more competition. And you basically are putting them in a position to where they are having to compete with somebody else, some random party, for your affection and your attention that should already be given to them. And I just feel like God is saying everything is gonna hit the fan. Everything's gonna hit the fan, regardless if this is like whatever's gonna happen. Somebody gonna walk in, somebody's gonna get upset. A lot of times these mistresses or these misters start feeling some kind of way because there are situations where the husband or wife or whoever is blatantly putting this person in equations to where they are around their spouse, around their wife, around their husband. And it can be very frustrating. It can be very annoying, not only for the wife or the husband that knows, like they feel something is off about this person. They feel like this person is trying to throw shade at them, but they don't understand why or where it's coming from. They feel like this person is beefing with them, but they don't understand why they would be beefing with them. And deep down in reality, this person is mad because they keep trying to throw shade and they keep trying to attack the wife or the husband, but the attack's not hitting. The shade is falling. You know what I'm saying? It's not working the way it should be, because in reality, they don't even know what's going on. And I just feel like it's a lot of times when they want to shout and scream and act up, and they want them to know. And in some cases, it could be a situation where they want them to know, regardless if they want this person to themselves or if they want to be accepted. There are some people that they feel like they think they better than me, and they think this and they think that. And in reality, the wife or husband don't think they better than nobody, but they know that that's their person. And it's this whoever this third party is, they watching it and they don't like it. And they watching that and they don't like it. And they are looking at themselves and looking at the actual spouse and feeling like, well, why do they get to feel this way? And why do they get treated this way? And why do they get to say this, that, and the third? And in reality, I know some countries allow second wives and second husbands and all that kind of nonsense. But in the US, they don't allow it. And it's kind of like, even I guess from my point of view, even if it was out in the open, they still would not be on the same, the same thing. It still wouldn't be the same thing. And I just feel like that's what this person wants. They want to feel accepted. They want to feel as though they belong and as though it's going to be a big, happy family. And I really, truly feel in my spirit that whoever the wife or husband, they is not going to accept this mess. They're not finna accept this mess. I don't know who this for, that this here is coming out. Your spouse is not about to accept your nonsense. And it is going to hit the fan. It's going to hit the fan. It's going to hit the fan. Because I know I know what I've been through, what I done dealt with. Okay, somebody try to come to me talking about this is what's going on and this is how it's going to be. No, it's not. I'm injecting myself from that equation. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. But I'm not down for that. I'm not playing. When I say that it's just me and only me, I mean what I said. Because if I'm doing it's you and that's only you, and I feel like I deserve the exact same respect. Now, if you trying to do all these other extracurricular activities, then you need to do that on your own time. Okay, no, that's not how it's going to be. No, that's not what I'm just going to accept. And no, you're not going to make me accept it. And that's that. But anyways, God said, I'll bring evil upon these people, the fruit of their own schemes, because they heeded not my words, because they desired not my law. God said he is going to seek judgments upon somebody, because he told them time and time and time and time again what they were doing was wrong, what they were doing was not working out, what they were doing was not okay, and that it would not end out the way that they expected it would. And they ignored, they screamed, they shouted, they jumped up and down saying that this, you gonna accept this and it's gonna go this way and it better go that way and this is how it's gonna be. And it's God said he's shutting it down. He's shutting it down. He is shutting it down. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.